Well, we have two games tonight in the National Hockey League, too. There's one that starts at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. There's one that starts at 9 o'clock Eastern, which is 6 o'clock Pacific. And in the first one, you've got the Ottawa Senators in against the Buffalo Sabres. I didn't bring the magnet versions of these. I got two extra sets, actually, from Pro Hockey Life. They were $7 each. Because they don't have Vegas in it, I figure that's why. There's the $7 charge, and that's it. The problem is it means I don't actually have a Vegas magnet, which doesn't matter for this one because it's Ottawa and Buffalo. The Senators, these guys here, 17 wins, 23 losses, 9 overtime losses now. They have a 1-5-4 record, so look out, Boston. Might be some overtime losses in their future, which means that maybe they'll catch Boston in that regard. Their road record's 5-15-4. That's an ouch. Their power play, 12.8%. Not great. Their penalty kill, 81.1%. That's not bad. Their penalty kill isn't bad at all. And on the Buffalo side, these guys here, the Buffalo Sabres being the home team, that helps their odds a lot. They're 22-20-7 overall. They're 5-5 in their last 10. And at home, they're 14-6-3. Power play, 19.2%, which is better than Ottawa's. Penalty kill, however, 75.6 or 75.3%. So overall, both teams with special teams, Buffalo has a harder time killing them off, and Ottawa has a harder time capitalizing on them. So we'll see how things work out. November 16th, Buffalo won this matchup 4-2 in Buffalo. December 23rd, Ottawa won this matchup 3-1 in Ottawa. And the next and final meeting between these division rivals will be February 18th at Ottawa. So that's 4 potential points for Buffalo tied up in Ottawa games. So we'll see how that works out for them. And honestly, I'm wearing Buffalo. I brought my Matthew Pekka jersey, and if you're like, I didn't know you got one, it's because I didn't do an unboxing when I found it. That game I expect Buffalo to win that because they're at home. Ottawa's on the second half of a back-to-back. If Buffalo's going to make themselves relevant in this chase, tonight's going to be a good test for that. The game that starts at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific is the St. Louis Blues in against the Calgary Flames. Now, I did bring a Blues jersey. I didn't decide to wear that this morning because I don't think I brought a Blues hat. So that could be a problem because I can't match hats and jerseys. I used to for people who follow this channel for a long time, and by the end of my stay here, I may very well be mixing hats and jerseys. But that being said, the St. Louis Blues, their record 30-12-8 now after the loss last night against Vancouver. Over their last 10, they're 4-4-2. On the road, they're 13-8-4. And their power play, 24.8%, penalty kill, 82.1%. And so all of their numbers are pretty darn solid. If you're a fan of the Avs, if you're a fan of the Stars, you will be cheering for the Calgary Flames tonight because you need some help to catch St. Louis. St. Louis is very unlikely to fall on first in the division, but hey, Calgary's going to do their best to make sure that that happens and that they help themselves. A very, very tight Pacific Division now. Everybody chasing Vancouver, who are now 3 points clear of that huge schmozzle that is 2nd through 5th. And Calgary 26-19-5 in a 4-way tie for 2nd, or however you want to view the standings right now. Last 10, they're 6-4. At home, they're 13-7-3. The road record for the St. Louis Blues, 13-8-4. So very similar numbers right there. Power play for Calgary's 18.5%. Penalty kill, 82.5%. So that favors the St. Louis Blues. The one time these teams met was November 9th. It was a 3-2 victory for St. Louis in Calgary in overtime. That was a very memorable game. And so I would expect tonight's to be as well. November 21st, these teams met in St. Louis. That was a 5-0 shutout. That was, of course, a sad night for the Flames. And in the midst, I believe that was in the midst of their longest, I'm not going to say losing streak necessarily, but I think that was during their lowest point of the year so far. So there you go. Just the 2 games tonight. Let me know your winners in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for all your support and for watching. I will talk to you again soon.